Okay. Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah, what's your, you had a, actually, we want to, in a minute, we want to talk about the sort of the assignment that you've been working on. So, what, excuse me, what's your question for this morning?
Um, I got hooked on the fact that Passover. I was with friends who had their grandchildren and grandchildren, blah blah blah, and I was like, I was there by myself, and it was very painful. It was very hard getting through the night, and I was trying, and I rallied, and nobody knew how I felt, but I got to a very uncomfortable place of feeling in feeling that I'd screwed up. I wasn't confident. Where were my children? That all that stuff from the past that doesn't help the future, and that hooked me in. And I got very scared about finances. I got scared about money, and I felt very hopeless this morning.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't like feeling hopeless. There's no need to feel hopeless, but I feel as I really screwed up big time. So I'm really, really knocking myself out. That was one thing. And then, I don't know. Yeah, and I mean, questions that you probably can't answer. Will my sons ever get married? Will I ever have grandchildren? Will my daughter ever straighten herself out? I mean, not too many questions. The universe, those are the parts of my life that seem so unfulfilled, and I've worked so hard to try and make them happen.
Right. Yeah.
So if you could just clear all that up in about 4 minutes, I think I could handle it.
Okay. If you can take and place one hand over both lips. This has nothing to do with talking or anything like that. You can
Okay.
take one hand and place it over both lips
Mm-hmm.
and just hold there for just a minute. Now, I'm going to tell you what. Did you notice how you felt in your mind? Let's do it again and listen to the amount of concerns in the mind. Just hold your hand over your lips,
Mm-hmm.
with both lips pressed together, not just gently touching. Now, did you notice the impact on the? We're going to call that concerns and worries in the mind. Did the mind feel calmer?
I felt like crying.
Okay. You see, it would require a rather lengthy explanation that we can give to you on that Saturday that you requested, and the one when I'm going to be in the Midwest. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, and so if you come over that night, then we're going to talk kind of an overview. But what we've been kind of helping you to see is sometimes the mind becomes overwrought and runs over the deep peace that you need. And so it's like we have spoken, used different languages of the in the matrix of love and in the matrix of confusion, okay?
I understand.
Yeah, and what's going to occur as, you see, when a person first gets introduced to a deeper level of the matrix of love, it feels great, feels like enlightenment, it feels fantastic. But then what there is there's hopes that didn't work out, or particularly at our age, there's regrets, there's fears for other people. And you see, when you start encountering this new matrix, everything you think, everything you thought, everything you've done gets reviewed.
I understand.
And you've started with this, and it's a very grievous process. And the best thing that we can do to assist you now is when the mind starts, we want to say, being over-concerned, over-processing, overwrought, we're giving you this is like a memory device, where if you just take and put both hands over your lips and press both lips just gently together, this will help you to feel more of the calmness, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, and there will be a lot of sadness and a lot of grief felt, not much, more for other people than for the self. If you,
I understand that too.
yeah, if you recall, you see, in the past you tried to help everybody by using your intuition and pointing things out, and the more you did that, the more it drove certain people away, okay?
Right.
Yeah, and so, and we can teach you how to sort of grieve more easily, more gently, and be a little bit, it's a different level of understanding of what to say when and how much it may or may not assist anyone, okay? Yeah, and so that's all the time we have this morning, but also we suggest that you try that mixed, we want to say more when you're in your daily walking around life, or if you start to feel, or even if you're alone and you're starting to feel concerned or worried, then if you touch gently over the mouth, put the lips together, and then inside of yourself, pray that they may come into a deeper understanding on their own.
All right.
And see if that helps you to remember and to restore the deeper feelings of calm, peace, love, happy. Do you understand?
I do.
So it'll work. Or let's say it's going to help, okay? But you'll have to practice it a lot until it becomes almost automatic. It's a retraining based on the kinds of, we're going to say, levels of vibration we've introduced you to, correct?
I'm not that familiar with that yet, but I will be.
Well, you've felt it. That's right. The funny thing is this will help you to strengthen and add to that. So you were knocking at the door. We kind of help pull you into our places of peace and love and joy. And now, then some of the mind concerns, particularly for other people, are starting to interrupt that. And it's a retraining of how to handle these things that will allow you to integrate slowly deeper and deeper into that field. Do you agree with this strategy?
I understand it's trying to change my habitual thinking.
Yeah, and this is the habitual changing, or the habitual thoughts will change on their own through this type of practice.
Okay. Some of them have, and then they slipped away again. I've noticed differences.
That's right. So. This level of understanding, it's not struggle. It actually comes into, it's a slow training into command, where you can actually learn to command the silence. Because there's nothing else you can do for anyone, and nothing else you can do for yourself, so you might as well, feel love.
I hear your words. I'm not sure I quite understand it, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, what we're saying is, yeah, that's good. That's enough for this morning. So,
okay, listen, I know, I wanted a quick question about when you come in.
Yeah.
All right, now, you said you were going to let me know about the class that you were going to have, and you weren't quite clear on it yet, what you were going to do.
This is what we're going to do, is we're going to, we'll send out an email to everyone else too, but we're going to do an overview of an initiation into the deeper levels of love. We're going to do a little lecture about that and have a little fun.
And do we know when that takes place? That was Saturday night?
That's Saturday night, correct.
And it's in some faraway place like Elk Grove Village or something?
It'll be at Arlington Heights.
Will it?
Yeah.
Because I have to find someone else willing to go with me because it's a driving.
Yeah.
And the charge for that is if I want someone else to come, I want to let them